So I didn't know if y'all had seen, but Erica Luna Vargas Kirk done brought out y'all fave at the Turning Point USA America Fest, whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But your fave came out on a stage and was talking about how males need to look up to people like the dashing, handsome president. I don't know who the fuck she thought you were talking about. Anyway, she said they should look up to Trump and described him as dashing and handsome. That was wild. And she also said that they need to look up to JD Vance as their role models. I'm just trying to figure out how y'all gonna talk her out of this one. Because they're trying to talk her out of the whole Christian Nigerian attack. Y'all trying to talk her out of that one, even though everyone knows that that's not a real thing that's happening. I'm just trying to figure out how y'all gonna talk her out of this one. Y'all still not believing that she's MAGA? Or are y'all ready to admit that she's probably doing this because, number one, she's not a U.S. citizen and she came here illegally, and number two, you know, that whole thing with her husband and being a pedophile. I don't know. I just want to see how I feel. I don't mean to be messy, but I'm just wondering how y'all.
Do y'all think Nicki Minaj is for real or for fake? Is this for real or for fake? Why are you on stage with the ops? You on stage with the ops. You called the op white woman sister. Are we confused? Now, the only thing I will say about this is we know Nicki Minaj's sister, the little sister of Ming Lee or something. She's crazy. Like, you could tell something right. Maybe it's in the family. I don't think something right with Nicki. Somebody said when Megan Thee Stallion dropped that bar, motherfuckers not worried about Megan, they worried about Megan's law because her husband is a... So maybe after Megan said that, and then Cardi B and all of them were like Team Kamala, so maybe she's just like, I gotta go do better on the other side. But it's not about sides, boo. It's about, like, the world. Like, that's not the side you want to be on. Of course, this will happen the day after my birthday. I'm just so confused. And I don't think I could ever sing Nicki Minaj again. And then, okay, I got more tea.
Not understanding why y'all are confused about this whole Nicki Minaj and Erica Kirk when literally the answer is so clear. This is why she was with Erica Kirk. This is why she's all of a sudden so pro-Trump. This is why she's now MAGA. And this is why she's so pro-Trump. What we are seeing right now is her trying to be so different from what her ops are, to the point to where she's perfectly okay with going into MAGA territory. She's literally doing like how in middle school when Twilight came out, and the girls that were beefing, if one of them was Team Edward, the other one was Team Jacob, just out of spite. And so many of her fans, especially her fans that are LGBT, are leaving comments like, oh, well, I'm separating the artist from the music. Oh, I don't care what she believes in. Her music is still good. I'm sorry, but you actively supporting someone who doesn't support you, someone who is advocating for the political party that wants to take rights away from you, you're literally supporting the person with a platform. Someone that can easily influence others to vote against your own rights. To vote against your best interest. That is why it matters.
Not gonna lie, being a Nicki Minaj fan right now feels like we on an episode of Survivor Island. Like, who's gonna make it to March 27, 2026? Because today just feels like we really being tested. Today, Nicki Minaj spoke at Turning Point USA, which is the now deceased Charlie Kirk's agency run by his wife, Erica Kirk. Yes, I was down with Nicki when she was speaking about Christianity being safe around the world, but today does not feel like that's what this was about. Because I heard Nicki Minaj say that Donald Trump was charming and dashing or something like that, and a role model for young men. And that ain't got nothing to do with Christ, because that's a lie. This man said he doesn't even think he's going to heaven. So how are we advocating for Christ with him when he ain't even trying to get home to him? Outside of that, Turning Point is a political agency, or they say they ain't political, but their political stance is that systemic racism really is not affecting Black Americans right now. They also don't believe in DEI or affirmative action. honestly, Nikki, I love you. But the fact that out of respect you don't even come to your fan base to talk about this issue. You just go and click up with these people. Now what I'm supposed to do? Choose being a Barb over being black, a black woman? Do you know how many of my sisters in Washington, D.C. are home because of this man coming in and ruining their whole careers that they worked for 20 years? This administration? And people saying that the fact that my grandparents couldn't get a home loan until the 70s and white Americans could get homestead home loans in the 20s and the 30s, that head start doesn't impact us today. I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of you black Americans that come from immigrant communities never can understand what the real descendants of slavery have gone through. Y'all be so quick to ride and forgive people because you truly believe that the American dream is the American dream. Because you came here and your people made it. But your grandmothers weren't raped in this country. And your grandfathers weren't also raped. And you know your last name. And you weren't used. Your hair wasn't used to stuff mattresses and chairs.
I promise I'm done talking about it after this, but I didn't see all